Shalom, Bishop Yashar, back through the spirit, power, and glory of Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Racha Chadash. Let the elders that rule well be counted worthy of double honor, especially they who labor in word and doctrine. Shalom to the elect of Israel. So today's video comes off an article that just popped into my news feed, and it's entitled "Mother Seeks Answers After Alleged Bullying, Racist Incidents at School." And my spirit already knew that this was involving a Jake, even before I even opened this article. So let's get the news clip. I'm only going to play a little bit, but
A shocking phone call from a Toronto school for a mom who says she was told a student punched her daughter in the face and threw a binder at her. And according to the mom, that's also when she found out that her daughter had been targeted by the same student for months, who also used racial slurs. Now, we're not identifying any of the students involved or the school they went to, but the mom has now hired a lawyer because she says the school isn't answering any of her questions.
I sat in a chair and I asked to call my mom, and they said wait, and then they put the student who punched me in my face right beside me.
How did you feel as he was sitting beside you?
Like I was very upset, like angry, and I wanted to move right away.
We need real answers. We don't need we're handling it. We're handling it doesn't suffice. And that's why you hired a lawyer. Yes. At any point when you get called on March 27th for your daughter, do you know what's been happening the last couple of months? No, it needs to be said. He said she has hair, and that needs to be put out there. This guidance counselor advises the child to say sorry. This is not a sorry type of situation. This needs to be punished. Do you get a call at any point about that? No, she didn't tell me. She didn't call me to tell me that he said this about my daughter. She didn't even advise her superior. She didn't tell the vice principal. She didn't tell the principal either. We brought Tara's concerns to the TDSB. Our request for an interview was denied, so we followed up with a list of questions.
all right, that's enough. Alright, I have a precept. Alright, so as you can see, it's involving Jake, and I'm sure that the person involved in the incident, the perpetrator, is an Edomite. And why would I guess that? Well, because it says here, adding that back in November she was called the N-word. Alright, and only Esau has a perpetual hatred. In fact, here we go. This is Ezekiel 35:5. Because thou hast had a perpetual hatred, and hast shed the blood of the children of Israel by the force of the sword in the time of their calamity, in the time that their iniquity had an end. Esau has hated Jacob since in the womb, since before the womb. Alright, and how do we know that? Well, look at the story of Cain and Abel. Look at the story of the serpent and Eve. He's always been lying to Israel. He's always been murdering Israel. Let's get Genesis 25:22. And the children struggled together within her. And she said, if it be so, why am I thus? And she went to inquire of Yahweh Bahashem Yahushai. And Yahweh Bahashem Yahushai said unto her, 2 nations are in thy womb, Jacob and Esau. And 2 manner of people shall be separated from thy bowels, 2 different manners of people. They're not the same, they're entirely different, although they share that womb. And the one people shall be stronger than the other people. Jacob is stronger than Esau, and the elder shall serve the younger. Esau shall serve Jacob. This is Lamentations 4:17. Because as you can see, this Israelite woman, everyone in this video is an Israelite, right? This news reporter, the daughter, and the mother of that daughter. The mother of the daughter is going to the same system that oppresses her daughter. She's going to the same Edomites, because you bet that guidance counselor is an Edomite. Oh, just say sorry. That's not how it's supposed to be, but that's how it is. This is Lamentations 4:17. As for us, our eyes as yet failed for our vain hope. Slakia, for our vain help. In our watching, we have watched for a nation that cannot save us. This Israelite woman, not this one, this one right here, is watching for a nation that cannot save her, nor her daughter. The system is designed to destroy Jacob, starting from Judah all the way down to Issachar. Your enemy is not going to want to help you. Why else would you think they're called your enemy? That's why you shouldn't be trusting in the system, but she doesn't understand that. Why doesn't she understand that? This is Hosea 4:6, one of my favorite scriptures. My people are destroyed for a lack of knowledge. Knowledge of who? Yahweh, Yahushai. Because thou hast rejected knowledge. You see that necklace on her neck? You see that cross? She serves Tammuz. She's in the world. In fact, I would go as far as to say that this is all orchestrated, even if it's not, because why in that specific interview is she wearing what she's wearing? I don't know if I'm looking too much into it, but I just know that things aren't always what they seem on the surface. Anyways, I'm going to start from the top. Hosea 4:6. My people are destroyed for a lack of knowledge. Slakia, my people are destroyed for lack of knowledge. Because thou hast rejected knowledge, I will also reject thee, that thou shalt be no priest to me, seeing thou hast forgotten the law of thy power. I will also forget thy children. This will probably be swept under the rug. This is just one of the numerous instances of Esau oppressing Jacob, because this isn't our rest. Reparations won't be made from our enemy. The only time reparations will be made is when Yahushai and the angels come down and put a foot in the system's ass. Other than that, unless you're in this truth, you're really SOL. Why? This is why. Unless you're in this truth and Yahweh Shai is working with you, you're finished. This is Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 37. And thou shalt become an astonishment, a proverb, and a byword among all nations, whither Yahweh Shai shall lead thee. It says in the story here that her daughter was called the N-word, meaning nigger. Well, that's the implication, although it's very it's unspecified, but that would be the implication. And what is the word nigger? It's a byword, right? Yeah, that's probably the only instances. Yeah, so that just goes to show you, man, what happens when you don't follow Yahweh Shai. And even if you do call the nigger, you know what I'm saying? Because guess what? This isn't our world. It says in Job that the world is given unto the hands of the wicked. Who's the wicked? His biblical name is Esau, aka the so-called white man. So forget all this, man. Don't be this woman. This woman is a representation of pretty much the majority of Israel. They get oppressed by the enemy, and then they go to that same very enemy for reparation. It doesn't work like that. I'll tell you how it works though. This is Psalm chapter 118 verse 8. It is better to trust in Yahweh Yahawashi than to put confidence in man. Because man will fail you. A brother will fail you. But Yahweh will never fail you. So I hope this video was edifying. Shalom.